In the beginning, they ruled the skies with wings of storm and hearts of fire. Their shadows fell across the newborn earth, and mankind cowered in the dirt. They are not gone. They are not dead. They dream beneath stone and sea, waiting for the world to forget, to lower its guard, and then they will come roaring back into the light.
Long before mankind carved its empires into stone, before kings crowned themselves under stars they did not understand, there were older forces at work, and among them, none were feared more than the dragon. Monsters of flame, masters of sky and storm, creatures so ancient and terrible that even the gods whispered their names with dread. You were taught they were myths, fairy tales, lies to scare children. Myths often hide memories, and memories, well, they never die. Tonight, we descend into the forgotten bloodlines of the world's greatest predators, the dragons. In every mythology, dragons are older than the civilization that feared them. In Mesopotamia, ancient texts speak of Tiamat, the dragon goddess of saltwater and chaos, who birthed the first monsters of the earth before being torn apart to create the heavens and the seas. Tiamat wasn't a villain to her people. She was nature itself, raw, violent, and ungovernable. In China, dragons were woven into the DNA of the land. The lung, sinuous, horned, beings of the sky and river, were seen as sacred lords, rainfall, destiny, such as imperial power. In the Americas, the plumed serpent, Quetzalcoatl, soared across Aztec and Mayan beliefs, a creator, a destroyer, a bridge between worlds. Across cultures that never spoke to one another, dragons arose. Different forms, different faces, same terror. In medieval Europe, dragons were not gods. They were devils. They represented sin, greed, and death. Knights ventured into the unknown, swords drawn, to face these horrors. The Lambton Worm began with the boy's arrogance, fishing where he shouldn't. The young Lambton heir hauled a monster, an eel-like creature from the river where, disgusted, he threw it into a nearby well, thinking that was the end of it. It was only the beginning. As the boy grew into a man, the creature grew into a nightmare. Vast, armored, coiling around hills, crushing villages, devouring livestock and children alike. It could not be slain by any conventional weapon, and it left a trail of rot and despair wherever it moved. In southern France, the people trembled at the Terrazique, a hideous beast, part lion, part turtle, with teeth like daggers and breath like venomous smoke. It was said to sink entire ships with a glance and devour armies whole. Only a saint armed with divine power could calm its rage. Yet even then, the memory of its terror haunted the land for centuries. In the freezing mist of the north, a darker dragon stirred. Fafnir, once a man, now cursed by greed. Fafnir's transformation was not natural. His hunger for a cursed treasure warped him, body and soul, until he became a serpentine beast rotting from the inside, dripping venom from his fangs. Sigurd, the greatest of Viking heroes, slew Fafnir, but bathing in dragon's blood carries a curse, the knowledge of death and the madness of the beast. Some say dragons are memories of real creatures, gigantic fossils, the bones of long-dead dinosaurs, unearthed by ancient people with no science to explain them. Others say dragons were born of humanity's oldest, most primal fears. Fear of the dark, of predators, of the fire we could barely control. Imagine it, storms without warning, volcanoes that vomit rivers of molten death, serpents larger than any known beast. And imagine, in your dreams, that all these horrors had a mind and wings. Not all dragons were hated. In the East, dragons were kings. The Nāga ruled the underworld rivers. Some were divine, others monstrous. They could summon floods to drown civilizations, or guard temples so fiercely that none dared to trespass. It was said that angering a Nāga was to call down the wrath of the elements themselves. In Japan, Ryujin was the dragon king of the sea, a majestic serpent who commanded the tides and the creatures of the deep. With a single roar, he could call forth storms to shatter fleets. His palace was hidden beneath the ocean, shimmering with coral and treasure guarded by dragon serpents. Chinese emperors claimed descent from the dragons, wearing robes embroidered with gold serpents. To be a dragon was to be divine, untouchable, mortal. We tell ourselves dragons never lived, yet the earth still holds secrets we've never uncovered. Deep in the ocean where sunlight never reaches, lives creatures with rows of razor teeth and bioluminescent lures. In the deepest caves, reptiles slither unseen, unchanged, since before the dinosaurs. What if the dragon never truly left? What if they simply wait in forgotten corners of the world, slumbering beneath the mountains, buried in the molten heart of the earth, and one day they will wake in every legend, in every nightmare, in every fire we fear to touch. Dragons wait. Not dead, not forgotten, only sleeping. And when they rise again, there will be nowhere left to run. Well, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching the video. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe. And drop a like if you enjoyed the video. I appreciate all of your guys' support and all the new subscribers that we've gained over the last few months. Stay curious, and if you'd like me to do a video on anything that you're interested in, drop a comment down below, and I'll be sure to check it out.